Hey guys, happy Friday. I hope you're all having a really good day today. So today I have a really fun video for you guys. I am doing another collaboration video. This is with most of the same players from my previous collaboration video. This is a collaboration with Ashley from pugsandpearls, Michelle from Michele Malibu, and Joanne from Nvnailperson. I will link all of their channels below, and if they've already uploaded this video by the time I have mine uploaded, I'll link their specific videos, but otherwise I'll just link their channels. Either way, I will definitely link them in the description box, so make sure you head on over to their channels, check out their videos, and tell them that I sent you. So today's collaboration video, if you couldn't already tell from the title of the video, is my 5 favorite eyeshadow palettes, and this one was such a challenge, you guys. I've actually kind of avoided doing this video in the past because I was like, oh, don't make me choose. There's just no way I could ever decide. They're all my favorites. They're all my babies. I love them all. But, you know, for the sake of this video, I started really thinking about it. And I was like, well, what are your daily drivers? What are you using on a consistent basis? And what makes you use them consistently? Those are probably good qualities for favorite palettes. So from there, it was pretty easy to figure it out. So I do have 5 palettes here, plus 1 for an honorable mention. And I figured we should just get right into it before I have a 5-minute long introduction. So we'll go from most boring to most interesting, I guess, or at least most variety. Anyway, we'll go in the order that I decided to put them in, so we'll go in that order. But without too much further ado, here are my 5 favorite palettes and the reasons why they are my favorites. So the very first palette I chose for this video is my Naked Basics palette. This is the original Naked Basics. I do own the Naked Basics too, and I do like it. But this one seems to have shades that are much more suited to my skin tone. As you can see, I've already hit pan on that color. That one's a really good, like, all over the eye area color to, like, help everything else blend more easily. So that's my favorite one, and that is the shade WOS. I don't know what that stands for. In my head, it always stands for World of Stories, but it's probably not what that actually is. If you guys know what that is, comment below and tell me. So the first shade here, Venus, has a little bit of shimmer in it, and then Foxy is like a more yellow-toned, kind of my flesh tone. WOS is more of a pink flesh tone. Naked 2 is just a light, like, kind of rosy taupe. Faint is a medium brown, and Crave is a matte black. So mostly mattes, just this first one has shimmer. You guys all know this palette. You probably all own this palette, but I have to say this is probably one of the best palettes I've ever owned, and if it runs out, I will totally buy a replacement for it. The next palette that I have is kind of similar in that regard. This is my LORAC Pro matte palette. I've had this one for like 2 years, and I used it, has it been around 2 years? I don't think it's even been out 2 years. I got it right away when it came out, however long ago that was. And it does have a nice mirror in there, but as you can see, this shade is almost completely empty. This is the shade Bare, and I do pretty much the same thing with it as I did with the one that I hit pan in here. And then another matte black, which I use to set my eyeliner. So this is all mattes. We have my neutral shade that I put all over my eye area. There's a matte white, and then there's a pink mauve, a burgundy, jet black. This one's called Latte. It's a nice transition color, but I usually like to use something a little darker. And then Corduroy is a neutral medium brown, and Chocolate is a slightly warmer brown. I hear my dogs going insane. Do you guys hear my dogs going insane? So this is definitely a favorite because I'm already getting anxiety about how little product is left in there. And I'm like, I wonder if there's anybody out there in the world who's running out of that color but has a full one of that would want to swap me. I will definitely repurchase another one of these because this shade is just everything. Although I'm sure I can find something comparable in my collection. The next one that I have for you guys, this one is limited edition, so I kind of felt bad including it because I don't think you can get it anymore, but it's a lot like the other ones I just showed, so I'm sure you can find something comparable. This is the Urban Decay Pulp Fiction palette, and this one I love for the same reasons I love the other two. All matte, except for right here, the shade Anger is shimmery, but a matte black, which I've hit pan on because I use matte black to set my eyeshadow. A kind of flesh-toned one called Righteous, which I actually haven't used that much because I'm scared of using this palette up and I don't have a backup for it. Well, I did, but I gave it away as a present, which is actually a better use because I am an eyeshadow hoarder. This one is called Tyranny, and it's like a warmer medium brown, and then this one is called Vengeance, and I guess it does have a little bit of a shimmer to it, and that's a darker brown. So very, very neutral palette, very good for traveling with, nice big mirror, and colors that I need for everything. So that's what makes me love the first three that I have here, is the neutral shades and the matte shades that I have to have for an everyday look. The fourth palette that I put here might be kind of controversial because I know some people are not about that Lime Crime life. I mostly don't shop from Lime Crime. I haven't in years. I have two of her Velveteens, which honestly I think they suck. No offense, Doe. I'm sorry. I'm sure you're not watching this. They did not dry down on my lips ever. They never like ever set in the middle. They wore off really quickly. I was not a fan of the matte Velveteens. But this palette, this is the only other thing I own. Oh, I have her nail polishes too. I do have the nail polishes. But as far as cosmetics, just the two liquid lipsticks and this. This I really like. My mirror did fall out at one point and I had to glue it back in, so that was kind of obnoxious. But the shade selection is amazing. I guess this one was made as like a nod to the 90s, which as you can see from my makeup, is a nod to the 90s. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 shimmers and 4 mattes in here, or maybe this one has some glitter. But yeah, this is like a cranberry color and like a shimmery peach, and then a shimmery, like my skin tone, and then this is like more of a brownish one, like a brickish brown, a very dark brown. This one's kind of like a mango color, or like guava or something, like a reddish orange. This one's like a matte taupe, and this one's a very, very pigmented matte burgundy. So the colors are great. That totally messed up my light balance. Look at that. I took it down and it's just like I instantly changed color. This makes me look orange. Look at that. You guys see that? That's funny. But this one's really good because I love the pigmentation. I love the shade selection, and it really has some of my favorite colors in it, which is what leads me to my favorite palette, number 5. Now, this is the newest of all of the favorite palettes that I own. This is the Morphe 35OS, the All Shimmer palette by Morphe. And it's all warm tones, browns, reds, oranges. I can't get it open. Oh my gosh, for real? Like, okay, there we go. I was about to get really pissed. I'm like, if I break a nail doing this. So you guys have all seen this before. You do all know this one. I know I've made at least one video already talking about this Morphe palette. And it's funny because I bought the 35O palette, and the day I bought it, I was like, I wish it was all shimmers. And like 3 days later, they came out with the all shimmer version and the all matte version. I don't have the matte version. I have the original one, and I have this one. So I probably don't need the matte one, but you never know what will happen in time. So again, just a really good selection of like coppers and browns and taupes and reds. All of them shimmery or metallic. All of them super duper pretty. Heavily pigmented. Feel super creamy, and I am just so impressed with these. Every single color I have chosen to wear. Where's the one I want to show you guys? I can't even tell them apart. It's the saddest thing ever. Every single one of them I've ever chosen to wear has impressed me. I don't know if any of those are the one I wanted to show you. There's a few swatches for you just so you can see how metallic they are and how much pigmentation they have. One of them in here is like a duochrome. Oh, it's this one here. I'm so bad at this game. I don't know if you'll be able to see the duochrome. I swatched it right there. I can't even see it, but it goes from like pink to orange. So anyway, those are just a few shades from the Morphe 35OS palette. I know I didn't swatch any of the other ones, but I thought I'd do swatch fingers here for you guys. And then that's all 5 of my favorite palettes, but I do have one honorable mention. This one was definitely limited edition. It's really old. You totally can't get it anymore, but this is the Tarte for True Blood Collector's palette. Now, originally, and it says Open After Dark right there, which is super cute. This is one of the first palettes that got me into collecting makeup. This was one of the first things that was limited edition, that was like get it now or never, that made me like crazy. I'm not even about True Blood. I don't even really like vampires. Originally in this drawer, there was like a mascara, an eyeliner, and maybe an eye primer or something. I don't really remember what was in here because I didn't, you know, pay that much attention to makeup back then. But there's this drawer down here. And then in the top you have the palette, which I haven't opened in a really long time. So these are the Tarte for True Blood colors, and I wanted to make this one my honorable mention for a couple reasons. First of all, it is one of the most beautiful palettes I own. Second of all, it really did kick off my makeup collecting addiction frenzy. It's, I think, all shimmers except for like one matte. Most of the colors are metallic or shimmery. I don't even know if the pigmentation is good on these, to be honest. Let's swatch a couple and find out. But I'll tell you why I picked this one to show you guys. And yeah, the pigmentation is okay. They're a little bit, like, rough feeling, but not bad. So there's a couple of the colors. But the reason I wanted to show you guys this one, in addition to what I just said, which is all true, is my mother loved vampires. My mother passed away a year ago today. Today is the 1-year anniversary of her passing. I was thinking about making a whole dedicated video to that, and I don't want to bum you guys out. I know we've been sitting here talking about eyeshadow and all happy and everything, so I kind of want to keep it that way. But, you know, I lost her a year ago. She loved vampires, and I thought talking about this would be a fun way to remember her and keep her in my heart today. But I really do love this palette, too, and now I love it even more because I think of her when I look at it. So I hope you guys are still here. If you are, the secret word for the day is vampire. Please go check out Michele Malibu, Ashley from Pugs and Pearls, and Joanne from Nvnailperson's videos. It was really fun to do this collaboration, and thank you very much to Michele for suggesting that we do it. I hope you guys are all having a beautiful day. I love you all very much. I thank you so much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you'd like, and subscribe if you feel like sticking around. For everybody who isn't really here for the makeup related stuff, hopefully you enjoyed this video if you watched it, and if you didn't watch it, I totally understand. And I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.